Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Packers coming in at 7-4, going up against the Buccaneers, who come in at 9-2.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First down, Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun. Rodgers being chased out left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second down, Winston. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. William Golston. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. Jordy Nelson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Crosby on now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that was a Deshaun Jackson special, wasn't it? Deep downfield for a big play. But truthfully, if he catches it short, he can turn it into a long gainer, can't he?
Just such a big play receiver last year. 17.9 yards per catch, and that was tied for the league lead.
He's going to open up the offense in a big way in Tampa.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds Humphries, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Winston and Humphries connecting there for a Tampa Bay first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Gets it to the rookie from Penn State. It's Chris Godwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. First down, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Second down following the incompletion. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A gain of 6 there on first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Winston with a give to Martin. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, it's Martin trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Winston now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Gerald McCoy. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expecting to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains. 1st and 10, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They start the drive with Martin. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They run it again with Martin. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. And this is caught by Jackson. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Following the penalty, Martin. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Martin. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Winston from the gun on third down. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphries. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They convert on third with a gain of 22. From the red zone now, Winston. It's complete. Doug Martin. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to the ground, Martin. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Play action now, Winston. A dump off to Sims. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Martin. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw, Winston. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On second down, here's Rodgers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got
rush coming, and he's taken down. Clay Matthews not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Second down, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Lets it go for Nelson. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. Rodgers to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. This will be caught just inside the 10. Williams loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Humphreys. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Carry number 20 here for Martin. And he's got room. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the pistol, they'll run with Martin. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. The Bucs on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action. Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's complete to Martin. He knocks him back. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now it's 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run. Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Jameis to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 3rd and long for Winston. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. To throw is Winston. Forced out to his left. Fights free at the 5. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now Martin running left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
1st down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. They'll run for it with Martin. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They give to Martin. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And folks, kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rodgers now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
319, reset. Hey, easy.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Ayers in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. The 30, past the 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And that'll be incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And off comes to Martin, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Now Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. And he is knocked down from the side. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They run, Martin, and an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A give left to Martin. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bucs, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Packers, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.